You all have the books, no? You have them. Okay. Om Gananam Tva Gadapatigam Havamahi Kavim Kavinam Upamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspatana Shrunvannoti Visid Sadhanam Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha Saraswatyai Namo Nityam Bhadrakalyai Namo Namaha Veda Vedanta Vedanga Vidyasthanebhya Vasha Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya-madhyamam Asmadacharya-paryantam Vande Guru-paramparam. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhanaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Mavit Vishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om, Hari Om. So, today we will start the new text, Panchadashi. And this I had taken during our Vedanta course. I think 10 chapters we had completed. And you had heard it also in the morning class, the recording also. So this is one of the most important texts, and it is must for the students of Vedanta. This text is highly respected in the corridors of Vedantic discussions and in the saints' congregation also, because of the unique way of presentation of the principles. Generally, if you see, the ideas are all scattered in some Upanishads or Vedanta. But collecting an idea and giving it a chronology and organizing it systematically and putting it for easy comprehension of the students, this is the rule of Panchadashi. He has demarcated it. Something is called observation, then classification, then analysis, and then synthesis. So he has observed that these are the ideas in the Upanishads. Who? Abhedananda Swami, the author of this beautiful and immortal text. And then he classified it into 3 sections. One is called Vivek Prakaran, 1st to 5th chapter. 6th to 10th chapter is called Deep Prakaran. And 11 to 15th chapter is called Anand Prakaran. So there are 3 Prakaran or sections available here. Prakaran means section. And he has observation led him to classification. And after classification, he has analyzed. So Vivek Prakaran is from Sat angle, Deep Prakaran is from Chit angle, and Anand Prakaran is from Anand angle. So I'm not promising that I will go through all. Already I have taken each chapter in detail. If you remember, very good, otherwise you can hear it. It was an audio recording. You know? So this is a very exemplary text, and one of my favorite texts is Panchadashi. And another thing in this text is, first is the ideas are collected, classified, analyzed. Second thing about this text is that question answer is followed in this. Student raises a question and the answer is given by the teacher, again for the grasp of the student. Sometimes it becomes difficult if you cannot get what is the question. Sometimes we understand the answer, but we don't understand what is the question, because we are not able to collect the question properly. So you have to be very careful what is the question, not straight away. This is second beautiful point about Panchadashi. Then third beautiful point about Panchadashi is that each chapter is complete by itself. You can start any chapter in the start. Not that for studying 5th chapter you have to study 4th chapter. You can take up 6th chapter and there is a theme and it can go up to the same chapter. So there is no compulsion of following the previous chapter. This is the third point about Panchadashi. So, if not easily understood, it can be confusing because it can be very ticklish at times. Another thing about Panchadashi is that he teaches in a manner. He picks up some of the mantras of the Upanishad. And you'll be surprised to know that on one mantra he can write up to 300 verses. One of that mantras he has taken is Atmanam Ched Vijaniyat Ayamasmit Purusha of Brihadaranyaka. So his genius you can see. So these are few points about glory of this text, and as I said, they say the study of Vedanta is incomplete unless you have read Panchadashi properly. And therefore I thought that at least let us start. I don't want to waste any time. And I want to start the study of Panchadashi. Whether you like or not, my train will continue. It won't have a stoppage for a long time. And when such a text is mentioned, then naturally that question comes that who is the author of that? Who is the author of this Panchadashi? As I told you, Vedanta Swami is the author of this Panchadashi. What is the place of Samarth Guru Ramdas in Maharashtra, who really brought up Shivaji and fought against the Mughal Empire? Same place Vedanta Swami has in Andhra Pradesh. Who was he? So, I'll give you a brief idea about his, so that we develop reverence for him. His father, and Mayan was his father, and mother's name was Srimati. Srimati what? Only Srimati. So mother's name was this. And I think he was born around 1295-96 AD. There is some controversy, but around this time only he was born. So his father and mother themselves were very illustrious. His father himself was a great exponent in Vedic literature. Athva yoginam eva kule bhavati dhimatam. You heard that those who are born in some yogi's house, so he was a very, very illustrious and very well respected person who used to chant and study Vedas. His name was Mayan. So he had 3 sons. Eldest son, his name was Madhav. Then second son was Sayan. And third son was Bhognath. So, what was the name? No, mine is father's name. Madhav second, Sayan third, Bhognath. So these were the 3 sons. And I cannot tell how great all 3 were there. The second son, Sayan, wrote a commentary on whole Vedas. Imagine that. And third son, Bhognath, he went to a place called Sringeri. And there he took sannyas. And Bodhayan was some sutras which he also wrote. This was the greatness of this clan. Imagine that. They say there are few stories about Vedanta Swami. They say he wanted some money and he was propitiating Gayatri Devi. And Gayatri Devi appeared after a long time and he said, "Now I don't want money." He said, "But you prayed for this only." He said, "My mind has changed and I want that money which will never diminish." So Devi said, "That can be only self-knowledge." And she gave the self-knowledge and he became almost very, very brilliant and learned in all scriptures. So this way he was a great pujari of Deviji. And he used to do Shri Vidya Upasana. And that was one of the toughest, one very tough time was there of the Muslim invaders. They were invading the India, plundering, looting. And in that time, there were Harihar and Mukka. They were two ministers of a king who were kidnapped and they were converted into Islam. Somehow they were resent back to this place called Warangal in Andhra Pradesh. And there, these two were again, they got converted back again. That means they again became Hindu. These who were converted into Muslims, they again became Hindu when they got the chance. Somehow, these two met Madhav. Harihar and Bukka met Madhav. Madhav is his name only. And he said, okay, let us see what I can do. And he used to give a talk somewhere. In some temple, his satsang was there. And behind the temple was a cave. So any number of people who came in satsang, slowly, next day they were lesser. Those people were missing. So those people used to go through that temple and the cave, and they were giving martial art training. And ultimately very big army was organized. And these could defeat the emperors. And he was thinking where to have that. So one, two people say that as he was going, he saw that one lion is chasing the fox, etc., or hare, chasing the hare. Fox or hare. So they say that fox or hare turned back on lion like this and stared at the lion. Lion ran away. So he thought this place has lot of capacity, and he established an empire called Vijayanagaram Empire. And that empire was for around 300 years he stayed, and nobody could conquer that. Vijayanagara Empire. Now, bal hota hai, so much power is there in somebody's will, somebody's guidance, somebody's upasana, somebody's training. And they chased away all the Muslim plunderers at that time. For 300 years, they were a very prosperous empire with lot of temples, lot of discussions on the scriptures, with lot of peace around. At that time, northern India was in a very big, attack by these Muslims, but this portion of southern India was protected because of this. Actually, some people also say that he prayed to Devi that more than 300 years this empire should not die, but Deviji said no. The prarabdha is like that, and therefore it has to get over. So after 300 years, again it was disturbed. So this Madhav was a great genius, and he had a special grace of Deviji on him. And therefore he had darshan of Gayatri Devi and Bhuvaneshwari Devi. They say that he read all the scriptures. And what was his brother's name? No, youngest one. Bhognath. He went to Sringeri, if you remember that. Remember that? And there he went to Sringeri and he took sannyas. His name became Bharati Tirth. Bharati Tirth. Searching him, he went there. Searching his younger brother, he went there, and then that younger brother became his teacher. And therefore his guru, that he had three gurus. One was Bharti Tirth, which I mentioned, then Vidya Tirth and Sri Kant. Three gurus he had from whom he learned. So that was his, such three great minds acted on his mind and molded him. Then, are you getting it or getting bored? Huh? I thought let me at least think about whose words we will be chanting and dwelling upon. And his sannyas guru was Shankarananda. And he took sannyas at the ripe age of 75. Sannyas guru. So there were four teachers acting on his mind. And he evolved into a giant, spiritual giant of all times. They called him Sarvagya Havai Vidyaranya. He was as if omniscient. After that, he wrote many great texts. Shankar Digvijay, he wrote. Vaisheshik Nyaya Mala, he wrote. Jivan Mukti Vivek, he wrote. Panchadashi, he wrote. Panchadashi, I think, was one of the last work he had. Then about Upanishad Deepika, he wrote. Anubhuti Prakash, he wrote. Upanishad Deepika is the notes on the Upanishad. Sarva Darshan Sar Sangraha also was his book. Then Parashar Smriti was there. So some books were very extraordinary in their presentation. And Drigdrish Vivek, what you had heard, they say also belongs to him. And he became Shankaracharya, but only for 6 years of Sringeri. So this is in brief, and they say, one of the biggest contributions of his that he also wrote a commentary on Vedas also. Vedas. And his commentary on Vedas were so beautiful that he was going to Varanasi and Bhagwan Vedavyas came and they gave darshan to him. So such illustrious is India and such great is the motherland where you belong to. In no part of the world you will find such geniuses have come. And imagine that after also 800 years back, I think he left his body in 1386 or something like that. Around 95 years must be his. And such great saint, scholar, writer, prolific writer, were born in India and they nourished the soul and heart of the Vedantins. And today such books are available for you to dwell upon, to revel upon. There is no dearth of what next text is there. No, there is no text now. There is no dearth. So you keep on reading and new text will keep on coming. And such big text is there. Therefore I am not promising I will take each chapter. The first chapter I am taking. I have taken, I think, till 10 chapter in detail, each verse in 20, in 18, 19, somewhere like that. And they all have heard also, repeated, the second time also they heard. So I hope we are ready to go into the text. This is called Prakaran Grantha. Prakaranam means Shastraika Desha Sabbadha, which is associated with one part of the scriptures like Tvam Pad Tat Pad At Tat Tvam Pad, etc. I'll go in detail, but it will explain lot of things. And Vidyaranya Swami's style is Pratibimbavad. One is called Drishti Srishtivad, other is called Pratibimbavad. One is called Avachedvad. What is all these things? Just keep in your mind. I will come slowly to it. Pratibimbavad, Drishti Srishtivad, and Avachedvad. So, what is there in Pratibimbavad? We will see it. But right now, let me enter into the text in the Panchadashi text. If you are ready, I'll enter, and I hope you all have the books. Can you enter now? So, I just want to say that ideas which are here in this text, they are all in Vedanta, they are not in Upanishad and Gita, which he will quote Gita also. But the methodology which he has presented is very striking and very captivating. The way he has taken the argument ahead, and it helps you contemplate on the self. So let's move ahead. I'll go to the first and second verse are the Mangala Charan verse. So this is first 5 chapters. What are they called? Vivek Prakaran. Second, Deep Prakaran. And third, Anand Prakaran. So first chapter is called Tattva Vivek. Tattva Vivek. And first 2 verses is called Mangala Charana verse. He has he has invoked the grace of the Guru. Because obstacle comes from invisible sources. And therefore, you need to remove the obstacle also from invisible source. And that is called grace of God and Guru. So he has now seen that. Let's chant the first verse. Shri Namah Shri Shankarananda Guru Padambu Janmane Savilasa Mahamoha Graha Grasaika Karmane Namah Shri Shankarananda Guru Padambu Janmane Savilasa Mahamoha Graha Grasaika Karmane. So, he is saluting his Guru, whose name was Shankaranand, and also, he is saluting Paramatma because Guru, Shankar and God are same. So, Guru and Ishwar both are included in the word Shankar. His Sannyas Guru, just now you felt there are 3 of his Siksha Guru and 1 Diksha Guru was there. So many people worked on his mind. Already he was such a genius, he didn't need anybody. So Namaha, I offer my Namaskar. 4th case is there. Shri Shankarananda. Mangala Charan is that I surrender myself. I am the one, because after being such a great Vedantin, his devotee's heart is already there. And therefore I say the foundation of anybody's spiritual life is based on humility, obedience, Guru Bhakti, Ishwar Bhakti, Tapasya. If this is missing, how much learned you may be, you are going to crack at some time. If Guru Bhakti is less in quantity, or Ishwar Bhakti is less, or humility and obedience is less, a person will not be a one who will go far in this path. And if the quantity of Guru Bhakti, Ishwar Bhakti, obedience and humility is very sufficient, so even though he may be dull, but in due time he'll become brilliant, like Padini. So don't forget what is the main thing, and therefore he is offering namaskar, because all what he has received, he remembers. This is a spirit of gratitude is there. It is not that he said it is all my writing. Once the students know little, so they start thinking it is their own. And they develop a sense of separateness from God and teacher. So this is when they needed the teaching, they are with the teacher. And when the teaching is, they know something, so they forget the teacher or they forget the God, because they think if I said this I have learned, it will belittle their status. बहुत सोच के बोलते हैं, such students come after that. So he is offering namaskar to his Guru, who is the Lord. Guru and God are one, therefore he is not separately. Praise the Lord here. So Namah Shri Shankarananda Guru Padambu Janmane. So who is that? I am lotus feet of the teacher. Padambu Janmane. So he is offering his namaskar. Namaskar means my existence, my knowledge, my goodness, all is from you and all is for you. Where you unite the from and for, that is called namaskar. All what we have got is from God, and all what I will do, therefore it be for God. Where you divorce your from and for, that is called ahankar. ठीक है ना? कोई बोल ही नहीं रहा है. So this is called for. I'm not living for me. I'm living for my Lord, because all that I have inside today, all knowledge I have, I'm remembering, I told you also. So once Swami Abhedananda was in his room, and Divine Life Swami Chidananda came. So both were sitting, and there is one shlok in 15th chapter which you chant daily. Nirmana moha jit sanga dosha adhyatma nitya vinivritta kama dvandvair vimukta sukh dukkha sangai gachanti mudha padamavyam tat. So there is a quality called without ego, nirman, without moha, jit sanga, dosha. A lot of qualities are there. Who is without ego, who has conquered his moha, etc. So Swami Abhedananda said that all these qualities are in Swami Chidananda. Imagine that. बोले चिदानंद के पास सारे गुण हैं जो ये लिखे. It's not overweight. So he asked Swami Chidananda, बोले आप सही बोल रहे हैं ना? Am I right or not? I mean, if he says you're right, then it amounts to little arrogance. And if he says it is wrong, then it is if he's saying you are wrong. And then he said something very nice, Swami Chidananda. He said, you cannot be wrong, I cannot contradict you. But supposing a box is there, and somebody puts gems and jewels in this box. So there is no glory of the box. Glory is of the one who has put that gems and jewels in the box. It is you who have put such gems into me. Therefore, we should see how saints talk, how they think. So what the teacher puts, he put gems and jewels and some beautiful thoughts in the mind of the disciple. The contribution of the teacher's life is putting the ideas, the thoughts, the knowledge repeatedly and taking out the weeds of Kam, Krodha, etc. And second line is there. Therefore the Guru has been placed. So Namah Shri Shankarananda Guru Padambu Janmane Pandambu Janmane. This is ऐसा बोला उन्होंने. देखो, our problem is, you know what is the problem? We think the prarabdha is not good. There is so much of karma remaining. And there is so much of inner vasanas are there. So outside karma, inner enjoyer and vasanas, this is what whips the jeev from one situation to another situation, one age to another age, from childhood to youthfulness, from youthfulness to middle age, from middle age to old age, from old age again to the birth. Why? Because so many karma is there. You cannot get out of karma. And karma is such that it doesn't leave anybody. One situation will come, then third situation will come. Ab batao. Pandavas were so good natured and their karma was so horrible. It took them where Bhim had to become cook. Arjun had to become dance teacher. Brahannala. He became eunuch for 1 year. Imagine these people who were such great, and they were Devputra. They were son of Devatas. Bhishma Pitama had to sleep on the bed of arrows. एक कर्म फल छोड़ता नहीं. So don't think all good things is stored in karma phal. Somebody close has to pass away. Somebody has, bereavement. Somebody has accident. Somebody has insult in the karma phal. Sometimes poverty is there. Sometimes living with unpleasant situations are there. And therefore, and this will continue. And karma phal, if you see the karma phal, Devki's karma phal, batao. Bhagwan's mother and 6 children are killed. Vasudevji's karma phal, you see. And you cannot say that they have done wrong in that birth. So outside karma phal is terrible. It doesn't go so easily. New diseases will be there. And the holder of these karma phal is called jiva, bhav. And many things you will feel, I had not expected this so early. I didn't think this will happen to me, or sometime I was not prepared for that. But the fruit of action comes without knocking. Like some people don't knock at the door, they just enter. And sometimes they barge, they break open the door. ये कर्म फल आ गया, क्या करना है? अब द्रोणाचार्य कर्म फल से, he himself was a great teacher who taught Arjuna and all Pandavas. His disciple only cut his head in the battlefield. ये कर्म फल आ गया. Drishtadyumna was his disciple. These are so big people. They could not escape from fruit of action. And therefore you can imagine that in our lives to come, or this life, there will be still unpleasant fruits of action. Hospital may be there, somebody's bad words may be there, I have to carry somebody's badness or goodness. Again we will die, again new birth will come. Again we will be surrounded by new situations. This question should come to the student, then how long I will be thrown from one situation to another? Is there no way out? I can stop it. And when you have this inner urgency, there is where teacher comes and he says, may I help you? And therefore, how he takes the karma phal, all the prarabdha karma, or all the, what is it called, sanchit karma, jnana agni dagdakam karmanam, bolo, tamahu panditam buddha. First line? Well, don't ask first line. First line you say, last word I know. Yasya sarve samarambhaha काम संकल्प वर्जिता ज्ञानाग्नि दग्ध कर्माणम तमाहो पंडितम बुधा. ये कोई आसान चीज है संसार में. And inside there is a pressure of enjoyer, doer. Inside enjoyer pressure, outside fruit pressure. And Jeev is like thrown like this, from this situation to that situation, from this mental mood to that mental mood. Angry on this point, passionate about this point, sad on this issue. And in this chaos and turmoil, there is one Ishwar Swarup and Ishwar Kripa comes. बंदो गुरुपद कंज कृपा सिंधु नर रूप हरि महामोह ममतम पुंज जासु बचन रविकर निकर. Such a big work is there, so that he is not born. And inside he should not have enjoyer and doer. Inside movement should stop, and outside movement also should stop. With this sankalp, one who comes, he is called Guru. And therefore, you know what is written? Savilasa Mahamoha Graha Grasaika Karmani. He has only one work, Pek Karmani, to gulp this crocodile of extreme delusion and its effect. destroy, sole work is to destroy the crocodile of extreme delusion along with its effect. See, Savilas Mahamoha. Why crocodile? Crocodile is very dangerous animal. If crocodile holds a feet, so then two things happen. You cannot move away, your freedom goes away. And second thing is, unbearable tormenting pain is there. It will not leave you. Here, one who destroys, one who kills this crocodile, he is called the teacher. How difficult work. So many fruits are lying in front of me. So many are our mental issues, attachment, aversion. And somebody is trying to protect me from all that. है ना? कितना मुश्किल काम हो गया गुरु का भाई. You see one person, just a person, 5 feet person is there. 70 kilo, 60 kilogram person is there. But you don't see how much behind is there in him and how much ahead of him is in him. How much suffering he has come from and how much suffering he will have and how much vasanas he has and how much samskar he has, what kind of attitude he has. He is a big case by himself. What actions he has done and what he has not done. You just see a person, but you don't see all what. Only God knows. Bapre. Last birth he hit his father. Before that he had stolen money. Before that he did this. Before that he was very happy person or he has done charity. इतने ढेर सारे कर्म करके आया है ये. He had that sankalp, he had that thought on this issue. So you don't think that it is a simple thing now. Jeev is very complicated creature. You tackle one issue in the Jeev, another issue comes up. No easy thing. Therefore, very difficult to live with anybody for a long time. For a short time, you can have a good honeymoon. Honeymoon is short. After that, neither honey is there, neither moon. Only scorching sun is there. कैसे लोग रहते हैं? सविलास महामोह ग्राह ग्रासैक कर्मणे. All love evaporates from the window. It goes away here and there. Namah Shri Shankarananda Guru Padambujanmane. Achha, these were all, they had gone to the teachers, therefore they had experienced the grace and compassion, and therefore around 1500 verses are there, I think, in Panchadashi. More than that, in total. देखो, इतना पढ़ना है. You have to study a lot. ये पूरा पढ़ाई का है रास्ता. पढ़ो, लिखो, study, contemplate, meditate, think. इतना है तो गुरु को प्रणाम करते. He is offering his namaskar to his guru, because of whom he is able to write today. So first two shlokas are called Mangalacharan shlokas. Without Kritagita, Vidya doesn't come. Vidya, Abhyasa Anuragni Vidya, Tapasya Anuragni Vidya, Bhakti Anuragni Vidya. So Vidya is fond of one who does tapasya. Vidya is fond of who is the abhyas, who does practice. Vidya is fond of who has guru bhakti. So abhyasanuragni vidya, tapasyanuragni vidya, and guru bhakti anuragni vidya, and Ishwar bhakti anuragni vidya, and vidya likes the one who has Ishwar bhakti. Ishwar bhakti, guru bhakti, tapasya, and abhyas. This is the four things that anybody is required for vidya. So if you don't have a teacher, what could be understood in 1 minute will take 1 day or 10 days, and that also will be imperfect in that area. And if you don't have Ishwar grace, then that Guru also will not come in your life. So that situation will not come so that you can really understand that. So this was the first verse, Mangalacharan verse is there. So every day we will chant this verse before you start. इतनी गुरु इतनी भक्ति होनी चाहिए. One more श्लोक we will just chant. तत्पादाम्बुरहद्वन्द्व सेवा निर्मल चेतसाम् सुखबोधाय तत्त्वस्य विवेकोऽयं विधीयते. तत्पादाम्बुरुहद्वन्द्व सेवा निर्मलचेतसाम् सुखबोधाय तत्त्वस्य विवेकोऽयं विधीयते. So tat ayam viveka vidiyase. The inquiry of the essence has been done. Sukhbodhaya, for easy understanding. Of whom? Of whom? Which student? Whose mind has been purified by serving the lotus feet of the teacher. So first line is a samas. Tat padam buruhadvandva seva nirmal chetasam sukhbodhaya tattvasya vivekoyam vidhiyate. Main thing is that mind is purified by serving. Serving means what? You touch your vritti with the teacher's vritti. And what vritti or what thought is in the teacher's mind for you, you are able to take that thought in your mind. Seva means body is your, thought is of my teacher, project is of my teacher, love is of my teacher. Only I have the hardware, software is his. What is his plan is my plan. What is his vision for me? I will materialize that vision. I will take the thought and actualize and give a thought a situation. This is called seva. Seva means teacher has come with a thought. So 2 steps are there. First step is I am able to take the thought in me. And that means I have dropped my thought, my identity, my style, my way, my identity, my obsession, my insistences. What difficult. And then what you do? I work to bring that thought into situation. This is called seva nirmal chetasa. Otherwise, a person lives his own life. He thinks in his own ways. He thinks he has his own ideas. So the attachment aversion remains same. And mind is blocked on certain issues and he is not able to internalize the teaching of the Upanishads. The problem is this there. Seva makes you more empty from within, because you are not keeping your project and plan, your ideas and ideals you have given yourself. यही तो हनुमान जी ने किया. Hanuman ji took the thought of Bhagwan Ram to search Sita ji. And what thought was in Bhagwan Ram? He gave a situation. The vritti became a paristhiti. Vritti became a paristhiti. Thought became a situation. And what will happen by that? What thought he personally had, he left that thought. So when you have love, love's demand is that you should not have your own life, own style, own way of thinking, own insistences. Let the teacher take charge and give yourself completely. Don't give partially, because he will not be able to operate. He will not be able to fill in the thoughts that he wants. You think you are intelligent, but you are not. You think you are wise, but you are otherwise. And later on you will understand that I was a mistake, I was wrong. Ego means that which does not give itself so easily. You don't drop the idea, you don't drop your own love, you don't drop your own personalities, you don't drop your own style. Seva means I drop and I take. I drop mine and I take my teachers. So never be focused on studies. Be focused on emptying yourself. Sometimes I see people are focusing on studying or talking. It's very small work. I don't have a lot of respect for studying and talking. I have more respect for emptying oneself and filling the Lord's wish or teacher's wish in that person. Anybody can talk, anybody can study. बच्चों खेले सब. If I teach Panchadashi, you can understand it very well. The concepts are so easy to grasp if the teacher has taught it well. Maybe you can also start talking somewhere. We'll organize your talk. On chapter 1, people will say you talked very well. But that will not change you unless it is backed by the extreme desire to sublimate ourselves. So seva means the process to रगड़ते हो अपने आप को गुरु की इच्छा के सामने, अपने मन को गुरु की इच्छा के सामने रगड़ रगड़ के अपने मन को तुम खत्म कर रहे हो, अहंकार को खत्म कर रहे हो. There is no personality left. My separate personality is not. जानेउ भरत राम परिछाई. Brihaspati ji told the devatas, know Bharat ji as the shadow of Bhagwan Ram. There is no separate Bharat existing than Ram. There is no separate thought, there is no separate action that he will do. And unless this instinct is there, you will never drop what you personally like, what you feel, what you do. मजा नहीं आता फिर if you pour a milk in some vessel and already there is some mud in it, it will disturb the milk also. So teacher is constantly pouring into us. But if I have my own ways and my separateness is there, This path is for one who has come, who has the guts to give up his separateness. So the example, Yada Nadya Syandmana Samudre, as the river merges in the ocean. Astam gachanti nam rupe vihaya tatha vidvan nam rupad vimukta paramam purusham upaiti divyam. ये तो मरने वाला रास्ता है. This is the path to die. This is the path to dissolve. This is the path to forget ourselves. This is the path to obliterate ourselves. This is a path to make ourselves invisible. But he gets more love, he gets more attention. अरे मारेंगे तुमको पकड़ के. Everywhere you bring your own thorn inside. Pricky thorn, comparing, competing, jealous person, useless. Or I worked so much, I was not praised. He didn't work but he was praised. Or I get up early in the morning, nobody appreciates. Every morning I'm getting up early. Nobody says you get up so early. Thank you. I should get some reward because I got up early in the morning. Best early morning rising of the ashram. I am there, I get up so early. What time? 7 o'clock. Earlier it was 8 o'clock, now 7 o'clock is there. And therefore I am rising slowly. Nobody appreciates here. People are so dry here, they don't appreciate that I am getting up early in the morning. At least they could have praised me. I don't want anything else. Breakfast I'll take by myself. But praise they have to give. Little goodness with you, we can't offer it. Anything unoffered is a poison for your personality. This unoffered is called the ego, which is not ready. Nobody can taste your mind. It is not worth tasting. This is called the ugliness of a personality. When some food is there, when you know that it has gone bad, or it has bitterness in it, you avoid tasting it. So ego is the one which cannot be enjoyed by the people around. मजा नहीं आता उसके साथ रह के. I don't enjoy his company. And that ego, anybody, your brother, sister, mother, father, son, daughter, anybody, you don't have a very relishing thought. Relishing and cherishing thought is not. So when you do seva means, oh Gurudev, you can enjoy my thought. You can enjoy my tyag. You can enjoy my company. You can enjoy my remembrance. बोले उसकी याद आ रही है, उसने बहुत सेवा किया था. So seva is bringing such soft thoughts, surrendered thoughts, pure thoughts, sacrificing thought, so that other person, when he remembers you, he should feel, no, I think his thoughts were very developed. मैं अभी भी याद आके बहुत खुशी होती है उसकी बात. The way he treated me was very well. And it is difficult, and if it is difficult, that means it will take effort. And this alone will make your mind fertile for third shlok onwards, which is about straight away to the self-knowledge Vidya and Swami will come. Straight away, without reservation. Anything unprepared will always give very less fruit. We don't prepare the atta and start making the roti, so it never will come out good. For everything you need some kind of homework. So we'll see this tomorrow. Please come with the book if you have. All of you have the books. So we'll start the mainstream Panchadashi tomorrow onwards. This was just an introduction, chapter 1. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।